Hello guys! Thank you for checking out the new episode of the Devlog. Perhaps you have already realized some things have changed visually around here, and the reason is I got invited to a German convention to exhibit my debut game Clio. Tomorrow I'll be driving to the MAXC in Erfurt for the weekend. And when I got invited, I knew I wanted to bring some flyers and information for my new game to the convention as well, obviously. And that started a little chain reaction of redesigning a few things. I definitely wanted to have updated key art for A Pretty Broken Adventure with some new character designs on the flyer for the convention. So I started to create a rough sketch on how I envisioned the new key art. I created it in this cross format to make it easier to generate images with different aspect ratios later on, and the whole process took me a few days. And this is the end result, which I'm really super happy with. On the new key art you can now find so much more details about the story, the characters and the fantasy world the game will take place in. Next I created the print data for the flyer. I decided on a vertical layout with the Clio key art on one side and the Pretty Broken Adventure key art on the other. And only a few days later the new flyers arrived. I wanted to make a completely individual stand to display the flyers, and so I decided to craft two wooden stands for them. And since the Christmas season is over, I thought I might as well glue these leftover fairy lights on them to make them even prettier. And this is what the final product looks like, which I will take with me to the convention. I am really looking forward to the weekend in Erfurt, and if there happens to be anyone at the convention who is watching this devlog, please feel free to stop by and say hello. Now that the new key art has been created, it was of course time to replace all the graphical elements on Steam and update the store page in general. And I have also updated the press kit for A Pretty Broken Adventure with all the new elements. And another thing I really wanted to rework and update was the devlog thumbnails. I wasn't happy with the old design at all, and that's why I created a new uniform design and created a new thumbnail for all the episodes. And I think now it's much easier to identify what the individual episodes are about. And then I took care of something that had been buzzing around in my head for quite a while now. An own Discord server, to make it easier to connect with you guys more directly. And now there is one, and I would be super happy if you would like to take a look at it. Let me give you a brief insight into the structure of the server so you can find your way around. The server is divided into 4 general areas. At the top under Hi there, you will be welcomed by the Shrimpire, who you may already know from my debut game. The Shrimpire accompanies you through the server with several bots and helps you find your way around and to follow the rules. Under Guide, for example, there is the Shrimp Advisor, which provides you with information on all the different channels. And under Rules, there is the Shrimp Police, which tells you exactly which rules you have to follow here. Under Updates you will find all the new things that are happening. Posts about my projects on all different social media accounts, reviews, announcements, events, casting calls and all that. Then there are separate areas for Clio and A Pretty Broken Adventure. Both have a section with general game information. Here you can find all relevant links to Steam, GOG, the Nintendo eShop, the press kits, Kickstarter campaign and an overview of awards and reviews and so on. Clio also has its own channel where I have summarized all the special moments in the making of Clio in chronological order. From writing the script to the Kickstarter campaign, the development, fan art, the day of release and the nominations for the German Game Awards, all this can be found here with all the corresponding links. Under the A Pretty Broken Adventure section you will find a channel that contains all devlog episodes in order, and both games have their own channel to chat about the game. For example, if you have questions or comments about Clio, the Clio Talk channel is the place to go. And then of course there is a community section, where we can just chat and discuss about point-and-click adventures in general. There also is a section where you can promote your own adventure game projects you might be working on, and of course you can always give me feedback on what you would like to see changed on the server. So if you really want to stay up to date on everything concerning the development of my games and this devlog isn't enough for you, then I'd love to see you join the server, which is linked down in the description. If we manage to build a small Discord community, this server will be very useful in the future to discuss game ideas, cast voice actors, find playtesters and to create an overall great project and experience for all of us. I'm really looking forward to see you guys, maybe this weekend in Erfurt or even today on the Discord server, or otherwise next month to the next episode of the devlog. As always, please don't forget to wishlist A Pretty Broken Adventure on Steam, and thank you so much everybody.